Oh my god, folks. Oh my god. Okay, I know I said I'd wait to do the third video, but I'm almost at the end of the game and I've just learned some shocking news. This game isn't just a game in the actual FNAF world. Every game is. Of course, in the actual FNAF world itself, the actual games don't line up to... Yeah, like the first 4 games that couldn't be made in 2014 and 2015. So probably in the actual FNAF world itself, they're probably made some other time. And they're also not mentioning Scott's name. They just say some rogue indie developer. I see what they're doing. And they use an actual picture of Scott at the beginning. And they're doing this all as an elaborate cover-up. This VR game isn't... It's not them trying to rebrand the place. It's them doing this as some kind of elaborate cover-up to make people think, oh, those really were just fake stories. So this is mind-blowing. And the anomaly, I still don't know what it is, but I've seen a fully formed picture of it. It's golden yellow with a purple tie and vest. It's a spring bonnie. It's definitely a spring bonnie. Is it Springtrap? I don't know, but it's something. Now I'm not sure where this takes place in the timeline. And some games may not even exist. FNAF 6 and FNAF 6 might not exist. It may be something completely made up by Scott in the actual world. That's just a theory, though. Because if it takes place before 6, why is there a Scrap Baby plush? I could excuse Helpy, but why Scrap Baby? Unless Fazbear Entertainment knows about Scrap Baby. Maybe this game takes place after it all. Maybe William escaped his eternal torment from Golden Freddy in hell. He escaped through a video game. This is... Oh Lord, this is a lot to take in. Oh God. I'm so shocked and stunned and everything. And yeah, it turns out those glitchy phantoms are supposed to just be the phantoms. Only now that they're a bit more fixed, I can see them better. I think Phantom Freddy is FNAF 1 Freddy. And it's also not Golden Freddy, actually it's Freddy, so that's different. And for Phantom Foxy, it's just FNAF 1 Foxy with the Phantom skin. Which is not right, not correct, but oh well. BB still mainly just shows up as a pair of eyes. Sometimes, if the lighting is correct and if you look at it good enough, you can actually see him. Most of the time you just see his eyes. And Mangles is still Mangle. FNAF 1's hard mode, Night 5, is in black and white, like the camera view, the camera vision. And the doors randomly glitch out. They open and close and the lights flicker on and off, and I think Foxy can actually pry open the door, from what I've seen. I don't know how you're supposed to beat it then, unless he was standing there and the door did the random glitchy thing to let him in. Either way, Night 5 is a bitch. Night 5 in FNAF 2, I not really see what the big deal with it is. Nothing seems different. It's just FNAF 2, other than it being harder, but it's mainly just FNAF 2 with a purple tint to it. It's nothing more, really. That's the thing. I already talked about Night 3 in FNAF. Oh no, I didn't. I just talked about the Phantoms. Night 3. Night 5 in FNAF 3, I mean. It's crazy. The place is burning down as you play. It's crazy. And I think it's not Springtrap in the game. This is a spoiler because I seen the Ennard game before I seen this, but I'm just going to mention it here. The exclusive character to the Pop merch universe, or not Pop, yeah, the Funko Pop merch universe. It wasn't just Pop, they also had a mystery mini of it. But Dark Springtrap, that thing that they made up, as far as I know, I don't think it's from the games. Dark Springtrap, they made it up, just so they can have another toy to sell. Well, now they used it in a game, it's official, it's in the games now. Dark Springtrap. I don't know what his lore is, I don't know what his story is, I don't even know if he has any. But he's in the game, and For sure he's there in the Ennard game, but I'm not sure if it's him on night 5. I think it might just still be regular Springtrap, but I'm not sure. Now, I haven't seen all of Dark Rooms yet, but Plushtrap, either Plushtrap is huge and the whole room is huge, or you're really tiny, or both. Either way, it's pretty much the same game, but slightly harder, and for some reason you're tiny. And I have not seen the rest yet. Oh my god, parts and service. Dark Rooms, parts and service. Yeah, parts and service. Neon Bonnie, as far as I can tell, it's the same game. But Neon Chica, slightly different. Oh shit. Neon Chica is slightly different. Oh my god. Like, I already mentioned some of these differences, but I forgot some. Instead of the regular cupcake, it's Nightmare Cupcake. And other than that, other than a few other things, like giant spiders / cockroaches roaming in the background, shit like that, it's not really much else different. But at this part, in the regular game, looks like we still have some unwanted guests. Please hit her with the spray once again. You do it, and then the cupcake runs away. And then you gotta catch the cupcake. Here, they say the spray doesn't work, and you gotta pick the roaches off by hand. But then the cupcake runs off, and it tells you to grab the cupcake. And as soon as you grab the cupcake, you put it on the plate, and the game's over. So either that's a bug that needs to be fixed, or I don't know. But apparently you're supposed to grab them off by hand. That's different. Oh boy. Neon Freddy. I don't even know if we can call him Neon Freddy. He's not neon. He's black with glowing white eyes and teeth. He's like the true Shadow Freddy instead of the purple Freddy. But until we get actual official names, I'm just going to call him Neon Freddy. And we got Neon Freddles. Neon Mike, Neon Craig, Neon Bob, and Neon Greg. Yes, there is a 4th Freddle. There was only 3 on the teaser image on Nightmare Freddy years ago. There was only 3 in-game as far as we could see. If a FNAF World, he only has 2 on him, but there's a shit ton of Freddles there when you use the move Freddles. And the action figure of Nightmare Freddy only comes with 1 Freddle. In Ultimate Custom Night, there's a 4th Freddle, and now in the VR game, there's a 4th Freddle. Alright, that's... Apparently there's always been a 4th one that we never knew about. Mike, Greg, and Bob, and Craig. Doesn't roll off the tongue as good as Mike, Greg, and Bob. But anyway. They don't really do much as far as I can tell. They're just there to be creepy. But the difference is, well, of course, it's slightly harder. There's all this random shit going around in the background. You're at like 4 or 5 staticky TV screens. And I think the slow, even pace you gotta do with his music box in the regular version, I think that gets you killed here. I think you gotta go slightly faster. Be careful. Foxy. Oh boy, Foxy is the hardest one. Because so much is different here. Not just how he looks in the area around you, but actual game is different. Like, it's almost completely different. Let me start with what he looks like. Again, don't know if we can call him Neon Foxy. I think Charcoal Foxy would be better, but I think that's already in the name of something somewhere in a fan game. No, Burnt is what they were called there, but they should have been called Charcoal. He's burnt, but he's not exactly Phantom. He doesn't have the lines going down. He's more like he's freaking black and crusty. He's charcoal. I think we should call him Hell Foxy or Inferno Foxy and Ignited. Well, Ignited's already a thing too. Joy of Creation. But moving on. We'll just call him Neon Foxy for now. And the whole area around you is on fire. And for some reason, all the drawers are labeled as 1. That's another little thing to confuse you. The fuses with their colors, they keep flashing colors, and if you put it in when it's the wrong color, oh, game over. The power goes out, Foxy disappears and runs towards you. Which I don't know if that happens in the regular mode game. They always in the games they say keep an eye on Foxy, in both the normal one and the hard mode. But I've never seen him, if you look away from him and look back, he's gone. I've never seen that with normal him. I've only seen that with this him. Maybe he does. I don't know, but I haven't seen it. But damn. Either if you put the fuse in wrong and it goes, or if you look away for too long, he's gone. And then he runs towards you and jump scares you. It's badass. It's awesome. I love Foxies. They're my favorite types of animatronics. But yeah, once you beat him, that's just about it. You beat him. There you go. It's much harder with the fuses changing color and the fact that you can't even take your eyes off Foxy for more than like 5 seconds. That's a bitch. Okay, so vent repair. There's 2 mangles as far as I can tell. 2 mangles in vent repair. I haven't really got a good look at either of them. Ow, shit, my foot. Yeah, so there's 2 mangles there. I don't know what their deal is. Is one recolored? I haven't seen either of them really close up. I've only seen them from a distance. It'd be cool if one was mangle, one was tangle, or maybe one was lolbit, a mangled lolbit, a langle. I don't know, but as far as I can tell, it's just mangle, 2 mangles. So what's the story of this second mangle, and why is there 2 mangles? This is the question. Now Ennard's game, it's crazy. Ennard's game is fucking crazy. Remember what I said a few videos ago? About how the reason why Ennard's not there in 6 is because he got incinerated off somewhere off camera, which this game depicts. Well, I'm not going to spoil the ending yet. I'm just going to go back to the beginning of the game. So for some reason, I guess to make it harder, the whole thing is upside down. When I was watching it on my phone, I had to turn it upside down, but not too far, or else the screen would just flip. So I had to watch it at a certain angle to keep it right side up for me. I did that on the first playthrough I've seen. The second one, I actually watched the full thing upside down. It's harder upside down, I can tell. But when you start off the game, in the normal game, you can see the shadow of an endoskeleton, but if you actually try to look out there, like break through the boundaries of the game, just clip through the wall by walking forward slightly, there's nothing there. Obviously, you're not supposed to actually look, because they don't actually have a model there, but the model's supposed to be there, so just do it. But in this game, I think I know what happened to all the animatronics, and why in FNAF 6, he's trying to call them all back, and the only ones to call back are the 4 we see in game. It's because off screen, the rest of them died. This is just a theory. It's not confirmed, but it's just a theory. Because we see bits and pieces of them everywhere. We see Freddy without his head and costume leg. I'm not going to describe everything wrong with each of them because we'll be here a while. I'm just going to describe the elevator, and I'm going to the first room in the elevator, and then as you go down, I'm going to stop describing them because there's just too many. And plus, fuck, go see it for yourself. It's amazing. There's a dead headless Freddy with a piece of his costume leg missing in one spot. There's Toy Bonnie's head with both ears gone except for part of one ear. Then there's Mangle's endoskeleton with a piece of the costume hand still on. And the endo head is showing. I'm not sure if that's her endo head without the mask on or if that's the second endo head and her head's ripped off. I think her head's ripped off actually. Because we see later down the elevator, we see her head. So that explains that. It's crazy. Ennard or someone or something killed all the animatronics. It's fucking crazy, man. So as you go down the elevator, you see more and more parts of the animatronics. The first thing you should see going down is Nightmare Fredbear's head. There's also plushies everywhere. I don't know what that's about. Didn't think those were animatronics. I know the Plush Babies and Plush Trap and Psychic Friend Fredbear, but those are different. I didn't think every plushie was an animatronic. I didn't think every plushie was alive, but I guess maybe they are, or maybe they're just random string about plushies. They're all ripped and destroyed. But you see Springtrap's body with a leg and an arm and his head missing, and later on down you see Springtrap's arm. You see some other parts here and there. It's crazy. Bits of everyone's there. In one room, Bonnie is there with his face missing, and it's crazy. But the first thing you see, the first puzzle you get, where you gotta hit the buttons, you gotta follow the cord, is Foxy's head and an endo head. I'm not sure if that's Foxy's endo, because his costume head over there still has an eye in it. I'm not sure. Lord, oh, Daco just uploaded the video. I gotta watch that after this. But you do that and it's nothing. Then in the next ring, where the Ennard's supposed to be there, Dark Springtrap is there, or whatever this is. It's definitely not Springtrap because we see a dead Springtrap. Springtrap's dead, so that's not him. That's got to be an evil counterpart, Dark Springtrap or something. That's got to be what it is. What else could it be? Dark Springtrap. It went from a pop exclusive thing to an actual thing that's in the games. Oh my god, that's incredible. That's just incredible. But then after that, it's just Ennard, so it's back to normal, but it's just harder. And shit gets crazy. Now for the ending of the minigame. The end, when you... Oh, I need to mention, they also added in the Nightmare Endoskeleton, which was a fan-made SFM model. So, did they do that intentionally or accidentally? Either way, a fan-made thing accidentally became official. Or purposefully. But Nightmare Endoskeleton, that's a thing now. It's canon. Because there's one spot where we see it, and it's either it's really close to us, or it's far in the distance, but it's giant. I'm not sure. We see fucking baby's head and everything. Oh, I'm moving on. So after you supposedly burn Ennard, and he's dead in the normal version, here you hear the scream like he got burned. We see something in the fire, but it doesn't quite look like him. It looks like another endoskeleton. Then Ennard jumps us, the elevator falls, and he goes down after us. And I think we still won the game, but I think in the game story itself, you die. You fucking died. And I have not seen the Night Terrors game yet. Even though he beat all 4 of those, I think you have to beat all of Dark Hard mode to see that one. And I know it's got to have something to do with V-Rabbit. I know it has to. Oh, this is going to be intense. Okay. And now on to the tapes. The actual games, FNAF 1 through 4, and SL, World, 6, Ultimate Custom Night, and the VR game itself, the very game we're playing, all exist within the actual world. Scott must have been like a former employee or something, or someone Fazbear Entertainment hired to make the games, based on the bad stories of the place. So they can try to cover it up and say, oh yeah, they're just fake stories and rumors. Look, let's embrace it. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm trying to. From what I could hear, what they said in game. This is all just a mind blow. Does that mean that is the VR game canon? Is the VR game not canon to the main verse, but is a side verse where the main verse's games exist in there? Or is this truly canon to the main verse, and in the main verse the actual games exist in there? My mind is just blown. I'm just so... Still don't know what happened to Jeremy. There's only one tape left, and I think it's got to be the tape he got knocked down with the basketball. I see everyone knock that thing down, but they never get it. They assume they did, but you don't hear the vroom sound. So I don't think that's how you get that. I think maybe you got to knock it down and quickly reach, but I don't know. It seems like you're too far away. Oh yeah, fucking hell. This game is intense and it's almost over. Tomorrow it'll be fully released. And I think that's when we're going to see the ending of it. And it's just... Okay. I'm going to end this here. Watch the Daco video that just got uploaded. Maybe watch Mark's 2nd and 3rd episode on it. Then I'm going to crash for a little while, if I can. Till Cat wakes up and calls me back. Oh, this is intense. Oh, okay. Alright. See you guys next time. Peace.